Hey everyone, Mr. A here. I hope everyone is doing spectacular today. Today's video is relatively short. We were going to be talking about gravity. So, gravity is the force that pushes us back to the ground anytime we jump into the air. So, notice if you jump right now, you will be brought down to the ground by a force called gravity. So, gravity just pushes us back down to the earth. In Scratch, there are no coding blocks for gravity, so we will have to be creating our own gravity with using variables. Let me show you how to do that. But first things first, I need a ground to be pushed back down to, unless I will be floating forever, right? So let's go ahead and create that. I will be using this line tool, and I'll be using the size of 100 to be creating my floor. Oh, let me try that one more time. And there it is. So that's my floor. And I'm going to be creating just like a little edge to jump on. So I'm going to make that just 10. Small edge just to jump on. So when we go back to our sprite and start programming, first things first is that we will need an events block. So in this case, I will be grabbing a forever block. And I'm going to be resizing my sprite size first. Change that to 50. Much better. So, in order to activate my gravity, I have to even have a gravity variable first. So, let's go ahead and create that gravity. Oh, can't spell. Gravity. There we go. So now we have gravity. So I want to initiate my gravity by pressing the space bar. So when I go to control, if my space key is being pressed, then I will be setting gravity to 20. As we go through the program, little by little, I will be breaking it out more and more just so it can be easier for you to understand. So for now, just set gravity to 20 and we'll explain more. And then we're going to repeat falling down by -1, right? Because when you jump into the air and you fall back down, that's when you're falling back down, that's changing y in the minus direction, right? So let's go ahead and have our change gravity by -1. Change gravity by -1, so when I'm falling in a negative direction, and as I'm falling, the number keeps increasing, so it goes from -1, -2, -3, -4, increasing the speed, right? And all of that will continue until I touch my floor, so in this case, that black floor. So how can I go ahead and select that floor? If you go to sensing and go to touching color, go ahead and select on a color, and you have this little tool down here. If you click on this little tool, this allows us to copy the color we want to use. So in this case, we want that black floor. So when I go ahead and click on the tool, before I do that, when I go ahead and click on that tool, click on the tool, and then make sure you're clicking on the surface that has the correct color you want. Now when I go ahead and press my green flag, now my sprite falls, but when I press space, I'm not able to jump up. What is going on here? Well, for one, we never even told our sprite to jump. We programmed it to do everything once it's falling and to hit the floor and just stop there, but never to jump. So if we want our sprite to jump, we need to change y by 10. And remember when I set that gravity to 20, setting that to 20 just helps me control how high I jump. Let me show you. So now when I go ahead and press the green flag and I press space, now I'm able to jump. See that? So see how high I'm jumping? If I don't want to jump that high, I can just change my set gravity to, let's go with 10. So now I'm not even jumping that high, which is pretty awesome. So let me go ahead and just have my sprite be able to move back and forth. grab that from my backpack, and I'm just gonna clean up my blocks. I just wanted to move back and forth, so I don't need my up and down arrow. And I'll be changing my gravity back to 20, set it back to 20. So when I start my program, now I'm able to jump a lot higher, and I'm able to jump onto the ledge up here. So there we have it. We created gravity in Scratch. As a challenge for y'all, I want you to create your gravity using different sprites and using different ledges, floors, and all that good stuff so you can jump in between them. That concludes this video, and I will see y'all in the next one.